hello guys. Today we decided to record outside because, well,
Why not?
why not? We wanted to record outside and do an outside video for you guys.
Yeah, it's really nice out here.
Yeah, it feels really nice out here. Alright, so, Aaron, what video are we doing today?
Well, guys, you've seen the title. Today, we're going to be discussing, is Iron Man worthy of lifting Mjolnir?
Yes! Intro!
So, in the MCU movies, we basically see two different kind of personalities of Iron Man. Throughout most of the MCU, he's kind of,
Pretty much
I don't
like
know.
snarky, I guess.
He's all about himself, basically. And
Until you get to like Infinity War.
Infinity War and Endgame, he does change to
Yeah.
be like
More sacrificial.
Yeah. And when it comes to lifting Mjolnir, there's things that Mjolnir checks for, basically, to see if it thinks you're worthy. So in terms of worthiness, Mjolnir basically doesn't care about anything you've accomplished as a person. So like
Anything like that you think you've done to do good or like accomplishments, it doesn't really matter.
So like all of Tony Stark's donations to charities and speeches about protecting the worlds and stuff doesn't matter to Mjolnir. So Mjolnir basically checks to see, are you willing to sacrifice yourself for other people? That's why we kind of see Cap able to lift Mjolnir in Endgame, because Cap has always been willing to sacrifice himself for other people.
We saw it in the first Avenger when he did the bomb.
When he dropped the plane into the ice, and he's always been willing to do that to save others. So that's why he was always worthy of lifting Mjolnir. But Iron Man, Tony Stark, is that he's in, except for pretty much Infinity War and Endgame, he's all about himself. And during an interview with Robert Downey Jr., he does discuss the difference between the Mark 1 suit and the Mark 85 suit he used in Endgame. And yeah.
So, like, basically what he's saying is, in the Mark 85 suit, it wasn't meant to defeat Thanos. It was meant to hold the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
To make the Infinity Gauntlet.
Like what Robert Downey Jr. says in the interview is the Mark 1 suit was basically, how can I get me and my precious body out of this cave alive and uninjured, basically. And so that's showing that he is basically all about himself and all about like saving himself and doesn't really care about anyone else. The Mark 85 suit, he says, was not meant to protect him at all. It was meant to use for mainly offense and use to kind of protect others and not him.
So we can see that for this reason is why we think that he can lift Mjolnir.
Yeah.
And
So like in Endgame, obviously gets the stones, snaps, and dies. So he sacrificed himself to save the rest of the entire universe. So what I think personally is that if he had survived his snap, he would be able to lift Mjolnir. And I think he could probably be able to lift Mjolnir in, say, like the rest of Endgame, maybe. Like maybe leading up to the part where he figures out time travel. I think from the part where he figures out time travel on, he'd probably be able to lift Mjolnir because he's helping everyone else save the universe.
unfortunately, 2 hours later. Well, in our world, not
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I think personally, Iron Man is mainly, for the majority of the MCU, he's definitely all about himself and all about making himself look better and making himself, how can I word this?
More sacrificial.
He's about making himself seem like he wants to protect the other, or the rest of the world. I think that's, yeah. For like Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, he's about making himself seem like he's trying to protect the rest of the world. He cares about everyone. He's the awesome
guy.
Yeah. But really he's doing it for the money. That's what's giving him like his billions that he has is the money he's making off of his weapons that he makes. And that's
okay, that makes sense.
But then we start leading up to Infinity War, and he's starting to kind of realize what he's kind of starting to realize like it's not all about him.
And he's realizing that it's not all about him, and
he starts getting a relationship with
others,
Peter Parker especially. And when he loses Peter, that really jars him.
Yeah.
And kind of brings him back to reality.
Motivates him a little bit more.
Yeah, to save the universe.
And that he does.
Like I said before, had Tony Stark survived his snap, I think he definitely would be worthy to lift Mjolnir, because Mjolnir checks your heart and what you value as a person. Like I said, are you willing to sacrifice yourself to save others?
So,
yeah.
In conclusion, Iron Man is worthy.
Or would be worthy.
Would be from
the point where they figured out where he figured out time travel
to
yeah. So
yeah, I
think that's it.
All right.
So
anyway, are you doing? Make sure to click right there to get the Infinity Gauntlet giveaway. Make sure to enter that.
Make sure to subscribe, because at 100 subscribers, we are giving away.
We're gonna give away that one right there. This beautiful Infinity Gauntlet. So yeah, and then don't forget, we are making some shirts soon, right?
I'm probably actually gonna order mine, because I have the design and I really want to make it.
Yes,
it.
We will be wearing them one day on a video. Just saying, it's gonna be awesome.
And also, don't forget to subscribe to Lane's channel, Lane and Matt.
We actually just posted a video today.
Yeah.
We're gonna post one today.
So.
Okay, boys.
Well, I think that's it.
We'll see you next time
on Theories About Everything.